Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Gadget Show Web TV. And I'm at the National Theatre in London for the Press Photographers Year Awards. Now, there are no more demanding users of camera equipment than press photographers, so I'm keen to find out exactly what they use and how they're using it. The awards represent the most outstanding press photography in Britain, with over 6,000 entries distilled to a short list of 133 photos and then 12 prizes. And in equipment terms, Canon completely dominates the field, with most of the prize winners shot using their full-frame flagship, the EOS 1D Mark II. Such as Claire Kendall's picture of the environmental destruction wreaked by scrapped snowmobiles in Canada, which won the News Features Award. Mike Marsland's film premiere shot of Sienna Miller, which won in the entertainment category. Peter Sandground's shot of a Canary Islands windsurfer competing in the Mull of Kintyre, which won in the sports action category. And Peter Nichols' prize-winning photo essay from the Lebanon, including this shot of one of the first families to walk through the ruined suburbs of Beirut after the ceasefire. But many photographers prefer Canon's vastly cheaper and lighter EOS 5D. It's small and light enough to be unobtrusive, but it's got a full-frame sensor. That means the photographers know exactly what their lens coverage is in old-fashioned 35mm terms. Users include Dan Towers, who won first prize in sports features with this stunning shot of an ocean racing yacht fighting for survival in the Bay of Biscay. Daniel Berulac, who shot endurance swimmer Lewis Gordon-Pugh becoming the first person to swim the full length of the Thames. And Sean Smith from The Guardian, whose pictures of a family wounded by an Israeli missile in the Lebanon won overall prize for Best Picture. Sean also won the News Prize for this wanted Iraqi man being caught and hooded by US troops, shot while Sean was embedded with a US regiment. I'm surprised to find that another leading press photographer, Tom Stoddart, still shoots exclusively on film.
Leica are famous for being high-quality lenses and but very small. I mean, one of the problems with the digital cameras, a lot of digital cameras, professional cameras, is that people always talk about what it'll do for you as a photographer, but they never talk about the subject's relationship with this thing that looks sometimes like a frying pan. And so with this, I can get in quietly, get the picture and get out.
But the EOS 1D dominates, and the latest Mark III has a handy optional Wi-Fi attachment to send your pictures straight back to the office and shoots up to 10 frames a second. It'd be useful if it shot true video as well, because press photographers are increasingly required to produce moving images too, or at least incorporate their photos into multimedia presentations, like Dan Chung's work for The Guardian, which combines stills and digital sound recordings, which he captures using an Edirol sound recorder.
And that is on people's side. Thank you very much.
But what sort of videos will press photographers used to their tightly composed still images produce? I asked Dylan Bryden, one of the awards organisers.
You're really going to get stills photography, but that moves. And you're going to get lots of nice static shots, you know, rather like, you know, Stanley Kubrick film as opposed to a kind of, you know, Ridley Scott film. Ridley Scott film's all moving, it's all cranes and dollies and tracks, and it's all constantly moving. But a classic filmmaker, you know, Kubrick or Woody Allen, lots of very static shots, lots of tripods, lots of very calm, and they let the actors do the moving.
But whatever the future holds, these awards leave you in no doubt as to the enduring power of the still image.